Identifying a first-time customer. First thing you'll notice is that generally if someone is new, they will walk in the front door and look around. They're going, where do I go? What do I do? Our restaurant's uniquely designed. It does not have necessarily a clear McDonald's-like ordering here, order taker process. So that should be your first cue. And you should always be watching the door and the dining room so you'll see a customer come in first time. They look around, they go, where do I go? And then you go, I can get you right over here, sir, or I can help you over here, or I can serve you over here, sir, or ma'am. And so you're inviting them to come over to you. And then because they appear to be wondering what they're doing, you're gonna say, is this your first time? They're either gonna say yes or no. If it's no, you say, great, welcome back to Matango's, we're so glad to have you back. If they say, yes, this is my first time, you say, awesome, we're so glad you decided to come check us out. How did you hear about us? Oh, my friend in Cibolo told me about it, or I heard about you on Facebook, or whatever, and you're gonna report that to Hang'em, because it matters. Let me tell you a little bit about our restaurant. We believe in the best quality possible, and we put that love and that effort into the food, and we believe you'll taste it. Anga's dad makes the dough. It's his recipe. The pepperoni is sliced fresh in-house every day. It's all natural, minimally processed. The sea salt for that extra kick of seasoning. It's amazing pepperoni. You'll love it if you like pepperoni. Our cheese we shred in-house to keep the preservatives off of it, and we slice our vegetables and we roast our meats almost every single day in the restaurant. Because pizza's pretty standard. If you want a Supreme, you can get a Supreme anywhere. There's nothing really special about Supreme toppings. What is special is that we roast our mushrooms in the garlic. We have the best pepperoni in San Antonio. You gotta know that. You gotta believe that. Sell or be sold.
One of the things that happens when you go to a restaurant for the first time and you're looking at their menu, at times it may be overwhelming because you don't know the menu, right? You're like, well, what should I order, or whatever it is. So a lot of times you can ask your server, hey, what's popular here? So that's when maybe one of the customers may ask, so what's the most popular pizzas y'all serve, or whatever it is. But what I would like you to do is to be proactive, for you to gather some information and suggest something to the customer so they will order something that they enjoy. Nothing worse than when you go to a restaurant and you order a dish and it turns out that you really did not like it, and then someone else who ordered something, oh man, that looked better, I should have ordered that versus I ordered this. So you made a wrong choice when ordering your food, or you did not know that it was going to be spicy and it turns out it is really spicy, or whatever it is. Then you get really disappointed. That yields to a bad experience. Imagine this customer may never come back again, or they may or not. So we want them this experience that they have with us tonight while they're in our dining room, that it's phenomenal, that they can make a wise choice for what they like, and we have to help them. And the way to do that is you controlling the conversation again. So one of the things we want them to do, for them to know that we are famous indeed for our pizzas. So if they just get a salad and that's it, I mean, any salad is, it's nothing. I mean, I love salad and it is special, but it's not going to be something special that we do here. Our pizzas is what we're famous for, in particular in town, and the way the love and care we put into every single ingredient on our pizzas. So you would have to ask a few questions to the customer. So a lot of times you can ask, do you usually enjoy a pizza with more meat, or do you like one with more vegetables, or a combination of both? So they're going to tell you, no, I like meat. Great. So our molto meat is really popular. It has these 4 meats on it, right? It has the pepperoni, and it's this. You explain that particular pizza. It's really popular. It's really good. Or they're like, no, I like vegetables or whatever. Great, you know, our margarita. So you want to go a little bit of the sophisticated stuff we have. Do you like chicken? They're like, yeah, you know, I do like chicken. Well, great. Our chicken pesto, there's a basil pesto sauce on it or whatever. Someone who likes vegetables is going to enjoy that. It's in the middle ground. There is meat, but it's not like a molto meat, you know, all over, right? So the chicken pesto would be one, and the supreme. A lot of people like vegetables and meat. Like for instance, for me, I love our supreme pizza. It's a balance of meat and vegetables, right? And you want to communicate that to the customer. Someone's like, no, I'm vegan, or vegan, obviously it'd be no dairy either, so you want to make sure you put that in the POS. But they're like, no, I'm vegetarian. Great, our veggie pizza is this, or we have our margarita pizza that is really good. It is this and this and this and that. We want to be the one assisting the customer making a wise choice that is going to be best for them. And you can always say, if y'all are really hungry, I suggest getting an order of breadsticks. Again, I'm trying to think about them, that if they're hungry, their children are restless, they're running around in front of the register, it would be a good choice for them to get an order of breadsticks, right? They could say yes, they can say no. You are just making suggestions.
Why you should identify a first-time customer. Have you ever walked into a place and found no one greeted you, no one recognized you, and you never came back? If it was your first time, what was your experience? Isn't that the most memorable when you're making a decision whether or not to come back? First-time customers need to be treated with extra care so that they'll come back the second and the third and the fourth and the fifth time.
Once you have taken the order and everything, you need to again be aware that this customer is new, they don't know where to go. So you want to make sure you tell them, well, our drink, so here's a table number, please keep that with you so we can find you. And so when you hand them their cups, you're like, our soda fountain is down the hall to the left, and our bathroom is down the hall to the right, so the customer knows where they're going. If the weather is nice, you can say, hey, you all are welcome as well to sit in our patio over there, bring the food out to you. So the customer knows, well, am I getting it? Are they bringing it? Are they table number 34 and I have to get up and go get it? Or are they gonna bring, they don't know, right? So we need to make sure that we communicate all that. We bring the food out to you, blah, 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 shortly and whatever it is. So make sure you over communicate, make sure the customer fully understands this process and there's no awkward, okay, well, what, you know. What we do is we put a small order of our Zeppole donuts in as well for that customer, and we don't charge it for that. So we don't say free, we say treat. So we're treating them to something, which is a very nice gesture, and rarely people do that, so it's kind of nice to be nice. So here's what we do. In the dessert section, we have our, you can get an order of Zeppole, or you can get an order of text Zeppole is what we call. It's a long story why that's called text Zeppole. The reason is because when we have a texting database of people that can opt in to receive a text message deal every week. When people the first time sign up for that, they get a text message. When they show that text to our staff, we get them a small order of Zeppole, and all of that initiated from that, and that's why it's called text Zeppole. And it's a small order of our Zeppole. It comes with like maybe 7 or 8 little pieces of dough. It is wildly popular. Our Zeppole donuts, we make them fresh to order right before it comes to the table, nice and hot. It's really good. And what happens is when you're taking that order, you want to tell the customer, as a thank you for coming and checking us out, we always treat our first-time customers to a complimentary order of our small Zeppole. Explain, our Zeppoles are wildly popular. It's our pizza dough. We cut them into little pieces. We fry them real quick, and we coat them with cinnamon and sugar. Customers appreciate that so much. You want to make sure you're communicating that as you're putting it into the POS, because the kitchen's going to make it. It comes to the table, and they're like, well, we didn't order that. This happened to me the other day. I took an order of text Zeppole to a table. They're like, we didn't order that, and whatever it is. And I had said, is this your first time? So you make sure that they understand, give them clarity to make sure what's going on. we are treating you. It's a complimentary order. We want to thank you. Why are we doing this? We wanted to thank you for checking us out.